back here for the very first time with the Fódlan Map from Memory Challenge, the thing that I just decided to call it at this exact moment. I have coming up on 900 hours in Fire Emblem Three Houses, and like 8 in Three Hopes. So one would think I would be fairly familiar with the map by now. They sure do show it a lot. But it's also been a little bit of time since I played that game, and the other day I was just thinking to myself, do I really know what that looks like? And I do have a kind of general idea of where things are placed, but like all good ideas, I thought, wouldn't it be even better if I recorded myself trying to figure all this out? And so I've decided to give myself 40 minutes to draw a map of Fódlan as best I can from memory with no guide, and at the end we'll compare it to an actual map of Fódlan and we'll see how horribly wrong I am. I should also preface by saying, I don't do much drawing. I'm not what you'd call a visual artist. So this is gonna look disgusting, but my 40 minutes has started now, so let's do this. Okay, I don't even have time to think about it. So the whole thing is shaped like a dragon head, sort of. Over here is the east. This is where Elmira is and Fódlan's Locket and everything. So I'm gonna start with just like a basic outline of what I feel like the landmass kind of looks like. It always reminded me a bit of what Lake Superior's like silhouette looks like. And which, side note, does Lake Superior not look a bit like Mr. Ratburn from Arthur? I've always thought that myself. So it's like it's this. The neck is like all of this, and then you're seeing like a dragon head in profile. So it's kind of zigzaggy. I've got like a bit more of a canvas here I can use. I've already started this way too high, and then it's kind of like got like a crest, like it's scaly, so it's got like spiky bits. But then there's up in oh, how am I forgetting? Up north of, Gautier territory is who are the people up the north that they're always like, the Sreng is Sreng. So I'll be doing labels and stuff in a minute. I'm just trying to get the sort of general shape of it now down first. So that's like the top of the dragon's head, but it like carries on past that way. And then it comes down and it's sort of, there's like some spikes on the front probably, but then it's like the dragon's snout kind of goes down into like a big jaw. So it's like, rah, and then it's like, rah, rah, rah. And this is kind of like the inlet sort of the whole thing. This doesn't look right at all. But let's just get a few more scratches down on it, and then I'll see why it looks wrong later in a minute. And then it's like Wah! And then it's kind of like it's sort of like it facing more down than this though. It's like that, and then this is like the bottom jaw. And then, it's like it goes down here and a big spiky chin, but then it's like up back here, and like there's a few like ziggy zaggies because it's like a natural landform, but it kind of goes back to like the neck sort of area here. So that's like the basic outline of it, kind of. And now I'll add another layer here, and we'll call this one slightly less embarrassing. How do you spell embarrassing? Anyway, slightly less embarrassing. I'll just try and like trace it like Admiral does not know how to art. We got a decent sketch to kind of follow along. We'll just do this so it's a little less distracting as I go on. Just something like this, and then that, and then I'm totally spending my time on the important stuff here. You'll be happy to know. I think it comes even in a bit more than that. I'm like, and then it's like kind of a squarish chin, and down, spiky stuff, and then some stuff over here probably, and then back up there. It's something like that, okay? So let's just make this one invisible, and we're working from this, okay? This is what Fódlan is. And now I'm gonna do, let's do territory bounding, or, region, what do you call it? Like the lines of a region that denote the region. Borders, region borders, let's just call it that. So start with Adrestia because it's the biggest. So Adrestia is like all of this basically, right? As well as covering on the shores. So I'll just kind of like, okay, no, I won't bother with the shores. Just like Adrestia is like that. Everything below that's Adrestia. Fargus is like, where the hell is my cursor? Okay, there we go. Fargus is like, it's like a decent portion of these mountains, and then like up through here. Sorry, it's like that, and then we'll just like follow along it's like there-ish, right? And then as for the Lesser Alliance, it's like it's the rest of it. It's like a little smaller than Fargus. It's like all this right here. And then in the middle, this is the Church of Saros in the middle of the Ogma Mountains. Somewhere like, cursor, come back. Somewhere in all of this stuff is the Church of Saros, which is almost like its own municipality. Now I'm gonna do like land mass details. Let's do that. So like little mountain ranges and things, whatever I can remember. So obviously I'll oh, this is actually not really right. Hang on. Let me just fix the region borders real quick. Where's my eraser? This all stops like a bit like here-ish. Where's the color picker? I know nothing about how to use the software. You. Give me that yellow back. There's some Leicester in here, but then it all like stops right here, basically. I thought 40 minutes was going to be way too much time. I think I've given myself way too little time to do all this kind of right. Well, it's going to speed up a little once I get into like place names and stuff. It's something a bit more like that, which means I should be like not doing this. It's more like get rid of that and get rid of that. Okay, it's just something like that, right? Okay, now back to landmass. So all across, this is the neck of the dragon, also known as Fódlan's throat, upon which is Fódlan's locket. We'll get there in a minute. So just like mountains, 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 mountains. There are the Ogma Mountains, which kind of go all like around Garrick Mach and sort of down into it's like all mountains in here, right? And then all down this side around Garrick Mach as well, but they're more around this side of everything, I think. Okay, right. And then what next? There's Lake Timotheos is I think somewhere in around here. So let's just like it's like Lake Timotheos is like there because it's like the eye of the dragon. And there's like a river. Is that the Aramid River that goes back? No, Aramid River runs beneath the Bridge of Murden, maybe. So there's like the bridge, there's like the rose-colored river, whatever it's called. No, I can't remember what the rose-colored river is called, but the rose-colored river runs somewhere in, like, through all of this, I think. And it just ends somewhere, I guess. And then there's the bridge over here, which is the Great Bridge of Murden, I'm pretty sure. So we do that, get rid of all that sort of thing. And then, you ever just get confronted with how much you aren't an artist at any given point? And then through all this is all like huge open plains, wheat fields. So let's just like signify that with like sprigs of wheat. That's not a very good sprig of wheat. Just it's wheat, okay? It's wheat. It's wheat. It's wheat. It's just there's wheat. There's lots of wheat. This is all like because this is all in Gronder Field and this is all like the plains, right? So this is like Timotheos. There's a bit of a mountain range around Sreng, right? It doesn't like fully block it off though, does it? There's like just a bit going on in here, I think. Let's just put mountains all over. The really important thing is where the houses all go, and I remember that probably better than some of this other stuff. As for other landmasses, I'm going to include this in landmass details rather than outline. So you've got Brigid is like stick comes in here and it's doing all this kind of stuff. It's like all in out there. I should have given more space between Bridge and the mainland, but it's like there. I think Morphis is up here, which is like mysterious magical kingdom. I want to say Albinia is like an archipelago down here. So it's like these little islands, all stuff down there, and then maybe like one bit more. This is all Elmira to the east here. I should have given more room for that too. And there's something else down here. Maybe this is Albinia. Maybe this is Morphis and this is Albinia. Actually, I can't remember now. There's like an island up here, isn't there? I don't know what it's part of, but I guess it's part of Leicester. Great. Now that's good. We did that. Okay, let's move on to some place names. Oops. Because this is the real important stuff that actually shows up on the map. I guess I'll just do it in green. Let's do it in Admiral colors, shall we? It'll be a little hard to read on this background, but no, that's fine. That'll be okay. So there's Lake Timotheos here. Now can I actually write with this pen? I have no idea. Sure we can. Good enough. Okay, there's Lake Timotheos. When I do the capital cities, they usually mark them with the family crest, but I have to remember how to draw them. Okay, so right, because Deirdre is like an aquatic capital, right? So Deirdre is like up in here. I guess if it's a capital, let's do like a little diamond. I don't know how to do a capital D. Let's do that. How do you spell Deirdre also? It's D-E-R-D-R-I-E-U, right? Deirdre? Close enough. And so, what's the crest of Regan? It's like a big crescent moon, right? So it's like with spikes on the sides, like I think it's got a few more spikes than that. Oh god, that's uglier on the end. Anyway, there's Deirdre, the House Regan. Leicester Lines goes down more into it. Anyway, House Edmund is like wait, is the Bridge of Murden part of Leicester Alliance? Shoot, it is, isn't it? Wait, no. Well, yeah, it like marks the border. Because it's house, what's Lawrence's place? Gloucester is like right on the other side of it, right? House, Gloucester is like right here-ish. Don't ask me to draw the crest of Gloucester. Is there even a crest of Gloucester? No. They just use the crest of, whichever, the same one as Lysithia. Ordelia? Speaking of, where the hell is House Ordelia? Anyway, so House Goneril is like over here by the border because they're always protecting it. So that's like Goneril, which means this is like Fódlan Road, and Fódlan's Locket is like here ish, which would make House Ordelia like somewhere up in here. But I thought Edmund was like south of all this, so maybe it's like, okay, hang on, maybe I gotta rejig my borders. I think let's just get rid of all this for a minute. As for landmass details, maybe get rid of the weird end of this river. The river must go to the ocean, right? Somehow, or does it go to some lake over here? Let's just say it goes over off screen because I don't know what to do with it. The lake is like that. The river's like that, okay? Sorry. It actually... you know what? How much time do I have? Must have already exhausted like half of my limit. I've only got 26 minutes left! That's not enough time! Okay, faster, Admiral, faster. Pen faster. Let's say this river goes, like, down here, and then there's, like, a lake or something. Because I don't actually know where it ends up. That doesn't look phallic at all. It's fine. Okay, we can't have it like that. It's like, it goes down here, and there's a lake over there or something. Just make it a weirdly shaped lake. Looks like a stomach now. Cool. As for region borders, this doesn't look right at all though. Leicester Alliance looks way too big now, but like I can't remember how else House Ordelia and Edmund fit in. And then this follows the river, I guess, and then it's like there. Okay, cool. And now Leicester Alliance gets all of this. Look, you know what, Edelgard? You don't need any more, okay? My boy Claude needs somewhere for his summer home, okay? That's not right at all. That can't be right. Surely it just stops. The river doesn't do this. Okay, whatever. I have to just accept it and go roll with it now, because time. All right, House Edmund is here. House Ordelia can be here too. Oh god, that's horribly misspelled. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. And then somewhere in all this, like right around House Edmund is Agartha is like underground. So let's just say that. Okay, I have no idea what goes on over here. Okay, up here is all... Sorry, so this way to Almyra. Now you know. This up here is all Sreng. So really, I should have a blue region border there. Half of my time is lost looking for the color picker. This is the wrong... There. It's like there. No more blue lions. There. So if Sreng is up there, that would stand to reason that House Gautier is like here, something like that. House Gautier and Felix's house, which is called Fraldarius, is somewhere around here. They got to be close together, right? Except I swear Ingrid's was over on the east, so Fraldarius is probably more like here. And then the Galatea is like down in here. By Lake Tutatis, somewhere around here, there are some mountains, and then Aryan Road, right? Aryan Road's got to be like in here. Well, it's close to House Blathid, so that would mean House Blathid is like here. Oh, I don't know how to. What's the? Oh, right. Let's do a little diamond for capital. Admiral, please. Sure. And then the Blathid crest is also a bit like a diamond. It's like. And then like blah, blah, blah. It's something like that, I'm sure. And then Aryan Road is somewhere in between here. It's like it's by like Tutatis. I'm like 30% confident. Silver Maiden. These all are the that's not right either. Mount. I hate doing cursive capital letters. Mountains. And this is, of course, the Church of Seros. I'm not also very good at writing when I'm not looking at the surface I'm writing on. Okay. We haven't done any of the Adjusting Empire yet. 20 minutes. Okay, actually, we're only halfway through. I managed to get a lot done in that previous 6 minutes. So this is all Gronder Field. Basically all of it. I'm fairly sure that House Varley is close by, because that's not how you spell field, is it, Admiral? Oh, please, Admiral. Close enough. Because when you're going across the Bridge of Murden, which I should also just write in the name of here, Bernadette is all like, I don't know about going to Gronder Field. It's kind of close to home, and is my dad going to be there, Professor? So I'm pretty sure that House Varley is not far off. But the Gronder Field is like in the territory of House Burgleys, so this is like, let's just put like Burgleys here. Close enough. Don't dot the E. Bert, just make it a little more obviously an E. Burgleys. That's House Burgleys. House Varley's probably somewhere around. So like here? No, I could have sworn it was east of, like southeast of Gronder Field, which would put it like here. So down near the southern end is Enbar. Somewhere in like here. Whoa. Enbar. That's a capital. Capitals will do a diamond, and then, well, I guess they just have the Crest of Saros, because it's like, it was founded by Wilhelm and stuff. So it's like, what's the Crest of Saros look like? It's like an egg in a cup, with like wings, or whatever. Right? And then like a teardrop in the middle. Something like that. Okay, there's Crest of Saros, we did it. It looks like someone going, yay! That's Enbar, which, by the way, Dimitri, he's all like, I'm gonna take your head off your shoulders and hang it from the gates of Enbar! You'd have to walk like 10,000 miles, so don't be silly. There's some stuff in here, I'm sure, but surely beside Enbar has Vestra. And presumably Eyre territory is, because they're gotta be on the opposite sides, right? Because Ferdinand and Hubert. I think House Nouvelle is like somewhere in and around here. I feel like I remember House Nouvelle being near a lake, though. Maybe it's just near the water. Is it below or above the mouth of the dragon, though? Let's say it's below. Nouvelle. Who am I missing? I'm missing House Hevering. But there's no way House Hevering is all the way up here. So what the hell is going on up here? House Hevering, well, before Enbar you get, Fort Mercius, right? That's like somewhere in here. Fort Mercius. I'm trying to write small, but I'm applying like a lot of pressure on the pen, so it's like writing it super big. Mercius. Close enough. Who am I missing? Okay, so let's just think of everyone's, all the nobles now. Okay, so from, right. Dusker is somewhere at the northwest. Shoot, okay, you know what? I think the landmass needs more landmass here. I was thinking Dusker was down here for some reason, but that can't be right. Let's, like, get rid of a bit more of this, because Dusker is, like, all of this. It's above Lake Timotheos, I'm fairly confident. It's like, the dragon's got a bit of, like, a spiny head, I guess. Like, that, close enough. Okay, cool. And then, landmass distinction, there's like a mountain range, sort of denoting where Dusker is, right? It's like a very clearly like a ring of mountains doing all this kind of thing. I think Lake Timotheos is further south of it, but it's like this. For the political purposes of the game, it's just counted as part of Fargus, but really Dusker is like an unceded. That looks like an S Admiral. Dusker is... Please draw a normal looking D. Dusker is like here. It's like an unceded kind of place, so I'm not going to give it like borders, but it should be its own place, basically. So House Blathed, Fraldarius, Gautier, and Galatea. So that's all our Blue Lions nobles. No, well, Mercedes, Martritz / Oh, right, so we got Hrim. That's right, okay. I put that one on the wrong layer. It's fine. We'll worry about it later. House Hrim is like way over east, right? It's like Hrim is there. Oh, I guess House Ox is somewhere in here as well, right? Monica's place? It's like there, probably. That looks like an A, Admiral. It's not House Axe. Just do like a, like, yeah, and then C. House Ox, okay? But as for Martritz, she's now in, she used to be Empire, but now she's in House Martritz, which is like here. Oh, right. So there's Gwendol, who's of House Rowe, which is like House Rowe and House Gaspard are like somewhere around, right? They're like around like Timotheos. So like House Rowe, House Gaspard. I don't think either of them are in the territory, the Empire territory. I mean, I have no idea what's going on in here. Did I put Hevering anywhere yet? Okay, let's just say Linhart, you get to be up here because I have no idea where. I mean, you'd assume it would be somewhere close to House Burgleys, right? Let's just say House Hevering is this because I don't. No, that's not much of an N. It can be there-ish because I don't know what to put in the Empire there. I think this. So, okay. Rigid. I sure hope I'm right about which one's Albinia and which one's Morphus. But up here is Morphus, I hope, which would make this or this down here Albinia. I don't know why I think there was something here and here, because I don't think there were that many, unless there's some other place. Let's say I have no idea what this is, and this is Albinia. That looks close enough to those words. Okay, now what? So Gronder Fields here, there's mountains there. There's surely some body of water in and around here. Is there just like a little pond by House Nouvelle? And also Lake Tutatis is way too big, I think. Which one's the Aramid River? Is that part? Why do I think there's a river that goes here, but doesn't go as far as Lake Tutatis? Let's just say this is the Aramid River, okay? Like the Bridge of Mern goes over, because I don't remember. There's the Aramid River. Good. It's safe and sound there. This is a body of water that exists, probably. Okay, why is there, like, nothing going on up here? So House Goneril, House Ordelia, House Gloucester, House Edmund. Am I missing any, Leicester nobles? Well, House Deirdre, which is where the Regan... Oh, well, Deirdre, the Quadricapital, does House Regan, that's kind of like all this, I guess, is House Regan, and Deirdre's just, like, up there. Is Deirdre where they hold the round tables, but House Regan is here, so maybe the crest shouldn't be there? I don't know. Anyway, House Blythid, what's the actual capital's name in Fargus? It's, my lord, we must take back. Nope, it's not coming. It's not Aryan Road, right? That's the fortress beforehand. Oh, unless Aryan Road is like a fortress city where... No, it's got its own name, right? It's like, it's something. Also, I spelled this Arain Road. Let's just dot that I. I just kind of didn't really do the R. Wait, maybe Aryan Road is the capital. That really doesn't matter right now. I think Happy's village, it's like, I think it is marked on the map as Timotheos. It's like somewhere around like Tutatis, right? But it's like real tiny, so like, it's in the mountains between her and Dusker, I think, so. Is the village even called Timotheos? I know there's the crest of Timotheos, but. Let's just write it in really tiny there. Make it less ugly also. Can't be skimping on my darling Happy. Okay, apparently I can. Timotheos, let's just leave it there. Binya's here. Bridget is here. This probably should be a little further south. Okay, let me just go one by one and see if I can remember all the nobles. Okay, so Regan, we got Claude. House Goneril, we've got Hilda. House Gloucester, we got Lawrence. House Ordelia, we got Lysithia. House Edmund is Marianne. The other people in the Lesser Alliance in the Golden Deer are Ignatz is a commoner. Raphael's a commoner. And does not therefore have a house to whom he belongs. Wait, there's one more commoner in there, isn't there? Okay, I'm blanking, so forget about it. Blue Lions, we got Demetrius from House Blythid, Dedues from Dusker, Felix from House Fodarius, Sylvain's from House Gautier, Ingrid's from House Galatea. Ash is adopted by House Gaspard, basically, but he's not really technically a noble. Mercedes ends up in the Martritz household, even though she's not from there originally. You've got Annette, who is from Aryan Road, I guess. But she's not she is a noble of Dominic, House Dominic. So there's got to be Dominic somewhere in here, right? Here, sure. House Dominic can be here. Why not? Why? I'm getting tense and then I press down harder and it makes a bigger stroke. House Dominic is there. She's not really hanging out there a whole lot though, because she was with her dad. who's working in the kingdom and stuff. Like working in the capital. Her uncle lives there, though. Am I missing a blue lion? I think that was them, right? Somewhere is the village. Where's the village you start at? It's in Empire territory. This is where you meet the 3 house leaders. Remire village, right? It's somewhere near the border, though, I'm pretty sure. Because they then walk back to the Church of Saros, right? Which I guess means they don't cross the Airman River, and this is another bridge. But somewhere, Remire is like right here somehow, right? So we've got House Row, bridges this way, Morphus that way. As for Black Eagles, so Bernie Bear, House Varley, Edelgard, Enbar, House Edelgard von Hresvelg. Does Hresvelg actually get its own like house in the same way that you got Blythe at the capital? I guess probably it should be written somewhere here, if I know how to spell it. I think it's a little farther south. It's like Aesvelg. Hresvelg is in there-ish. Don't know what's all over here. House Nouvelle, probably here. So Happy's from Timotheos Village or whatever it's called, somewhere up in here. Yuri Leclerc is just from... I don't think they ever mentioned... Maybe he's from Enbar. They just mentioned that he like grew up on the streets and stuff. And then Constance from Nouvelle. Oh, where's Balthus from? Balthus von... Balthus... He's from the Leicester Alliance initially anyway, because he was buddies with Goneril, but like the House Goneril. But what's his house called? Balthus von Albrecht. Right, okay. Which is like there probably Albrecht. House Albrecht there. Sure. Is Acheron also of House Albrecht? I don't know, but he's somewhere in around here. I don't know what his... I don't remember his house. Anyway, back to the Black Eagles, though. Bernie Bear is from House Farley. Hubert's from House Vestra. Edelgard's from House Hresvelg. Ferdinand's from House Eyre. Constance, she's a wolf, but from House Nouvelle. Commoners wise, we got Dorothea Arnault, who she and Manuela were somewhere in the capital, right? That's where the Middle Franc sort of is based. So Dorothy is from the capital. We're missing in the Black Eagles. Petra is from Brigid. Hubert's from House Eyre. Leonard's from House Hevering. Euritza's from House Hrim. Monica's from House Ox. Caspar's from House Burgleys. I think we're good there for the time being. Where is Cyril from? He's from Elmira. So a house here. That won't help me determine a house here. Where's everyone else from? Shamir is from... Oh, shoot. This isn't Morphus. It's Dagda, isn't it? What did I just do to the map? Okay, wait, sorry. This is probably Morphus then. Okay. Because Shamir's from Dagda. Oh, bugger. Okay, let's say this is Orphis. This has to be Dagda, right? I'm like 65% confident about that. And if you've ever seen me play Fire Emblem, you know that 55% confident are numbers we take over here at Admiral Enterprises. Over here in the Cuddle Command, no less. So like up off this way is that is Dagda. Catherine is from somewhere in the kingdom. I'm almost sure of it. Her original name is what? Admiral doesn't remember. I guess to keep with my convention, I should put a little arrow here, shouldn't I? Swing this way. Oh, Xanadu. Where is Xanadu? That's somewhere in the Empire territory as well, right? Gotta be. Maybe Xanadu is like over here? Sure. There. Xanadu is up there. Because Rhea Flane said Ethereal originally from Xanadu, which it must be in the Empire territory. Where's Gronderfield? Oh, where are the Tailteen Plains? They're like somewhere in here, right? Or Tileteen, however you say it. They're like right before House Blythed. Somewhere between Aryan Road and House Blythed, I guess. So like, that puts them here. Well, that was a huge dot. But then shouldn't the Tailteen Plains and Xanadu be kind of close together, or closer together at least than this? I don't know. Anyway, as going back to two church people, Hanneman von SR. So there must be an SR. He's from the Empire, right? So there's probably an SR house somewhere. Time check. How we doing here? 12 seconds! Oh, and then, this is water. Good. Map done. Boom. I didn't realize we were quite that close. Right, well, here is Fódlan, probably. Something kind of like it. Let's open an actual map and see how I did, huh? I didn't think of any kind of scoring system. I was gonna do initially, like, if for every major place I missed, like, -5 points. For every place that's, like, over 50 miles away from where it should be, -2 points or something. But then I was like, that's silly, and it's entirely arbitrary, so let's not bother. Let's see how I did. It does feel like it should be, like, longer and pointier. I've put it in, like, a square canvas. I should have done, like, a 16:9 kind of canvas, because it's supposed to be like a stretched out face. This looks more like a bird than a dragon with like a long snout. You know what, all things considered, I'm not too displeased with this. I feel like I got a lot of the important stuff. I got your Gronder Field, I got the Church of Saros, I got all the capitals, I got most of the major houses, I'm pretty sure. Probably just not in the right order. Like, I'm almost positive this isn't right, and I probably don't have the order of, like, north to south wise of where the houses are, but I feel like I'm not far off on a lot of it. I just want to know where this river ends up, because I don't remember that at all. Which is why I did this weird little lake that I'm pretty sure doesn't exist. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. So yeah, like I was saying, it's not really, I made it a bit look too like a shape. It's like a dragon's face, sort of. Oh yeah, Lake Judatis is way too big. I made it much too uniform looking, for sure. Okay, so highlights. I got Morphus right, and by the end, with that last correction, by realizing that Dagda was up here, I've got that kind of right, that it's up past Dusker and stuff. I got right that the Sreng region is up here. This is kind of wrong. Bridget is actually much closer to the south here. It's like the archipelago that I was saying was Albinia. And so I basically swapped Albinia and Bridget around. I do remember Bridget being more like in like the mouth of the dragon, so to speak, than up here, but I didn't think it was quite that far south. I got Bridget and Albinia backwards. It doesn't actually say this is Dagda on the map. Let me look up where Dagda is. Oh, it says it's a continent to the southwest of Fódlan beyond Bridget. Okay. So probably this thing here and this here, this is all part of Sreng. And I thought this was Dagda, but they're saying it's past Bridget this way. So that's totally and completely wrong. Oh, okay, I wasn't super far off that, like, it comes to a little, like, wider body, but it totally just goes off into the ocean, which I didn't realize. As for the division of the borders of Fargus and the Empire territory and everything, it's not actually, like, super laid out on this map, because it's not just the mountains that do it. But I think the Adrestian Empire basically, like, follows this river and then this river. Like, it's all the southern stuff. So I'm not far off the difference between the Adrestian Empire and Fargus, but as for the Lesser Alliance, Fargus is supposed to, like, swing in like this, which is why I had less room for Fargus and more room for the Lesser Alliance. It looks all weird. Oh, I should have thought of more faculty people. Daphne. Okay, so let's have a look at houses in particular. Starting from the top. So House Gautier, I got right that that's basically right up by Sreng. I didn't realize Sreng was, like, divided north-south. I thought it was, like, east-west like this. This just says Itha. I don't know if that's a house or what. So I have no idea what that is. I got right that House Fraldarius is close by, but they are way off and away by themselves. But yeah, it goes Gautier, Fraldarius, then Blaethid, so I got that right. There's my crest of Blaethid. It doesn't look right at all. It's less like a star and more like a diamond with, like, shockwaves coming out of it. But I got right that Blaethid and Tailtean Plains are, like, right beside each other. I have no idea what this says. Connard? I don't think it's a house you really know much about. And what is this here? Oh, this is Ferdiad. Right, okay, right. So that's the actual, like, capital. So really this diamond should be much more, like, up in here. Because Fraldarius is, like, the shield of Fargus, right? So it's, like, right beside it. I got right where the placement of the word Blaethid is, but that's not where Ferdiad actually is. And I also just omitted the word Ferdiad entirely, forgot what it was called. Somehow. Well, it's weird. I don't know. I feel like it compared to Enbar and Deirdre, Ferdiad is, like, important in less of the runs. And that's my excuse. So I got that Galatea is, like, close-ish to the border. Because the mountains do basically outline the border and with respect to Lesser versus Fargus. So I got that Galatea was close to the border. I did not remember that ALL was, like, right to the east of Galatea, but that makes sense because that's where the nuclear fallout's coming from, hence why Galatea can't grow anything. Oh, House Karen is where Catherine's originally from, that's right. I was pretty sure it was in Kingdom, but I couldn't remember what it was called or where, so that didn't help all that much. House Dominic and House Martritz, are they even mentioned here? I don't see them anywhere. I guess they're not, like, as noble as the other ones. I never really understood how that worked. Wait, I don't see Dusker mentioned on this map anywhere. What the hell? I guess it's just not on the map. But it's like all of this kind of area, right? So there's House Kleiman, which is where I was putting Dusker. It's a peninsula on the northern coast of Fódlan to the west of Sreng. So that would make it, like, House Kleiman's territory. Okay, so it's a much smaller area than I thought. But I think, yeah, that's the idea, is Kleiman's like taking over it, right? I have literally no idea what these ones say. Sacred Gwithimibar? Means nothing to me. Mateus? Matua? I don't know what this is. The Rhodos Coast, sure, you go there with Flane and Zenith at some point, so I didn't mark that. Lake Titatis is here, and way smaller than I have it on the map. Also, it's the water goes north to it, not south. But I was right that houses Row and Gaspard are, like, not far from Lake Titatis. Oh, Aryan Road is apparently on the river, but I got it right that it was basically just east of Titatis here. Magdrid. I don't think I put Magdrid on this at all. House Arundel, right, I should have remembered that, is south of Lake Titatis. I put Row and Gaspard on, like, the west side, which isn't right at all either, but... Here's the Western Church and the Brianoch Plateau. Oh, House Nouvelle is part of the kingdom? Oh, no, I guess we're leaning into Empire at this point. Ah, right. I was fighting with myself as to whether Nouvelle was above or below the mouth of Fódlan, so to speak. And I chose wrong. It is way on the western peninsula, so where I put Xanadu, basically. I don't know if Xanadu is actually marked on all this. Does that say Ox? As in House Ox? As in that's where Monica's from? I thought it was way over on the east. Okay, so I got House Ox wrong. House Evering is kind of in the right place. It's just above the mouth. It's just that my mouth isn't shaped right at all. What does this say here? Fódlan's Fangs. Okay, right, because it's the tip of the mouth. Didn't know that was a place name, and I didn't mark it. Here's Remire Village. Yeah, it's like... Yeah, it's basically where I put it, right? On the border between, Fargus and Empire, but decidedly on the Empire side, I'm pretty sure. So House Arundel should have been in here. These are all the Yawgmoth Mountains, so I got that right. Church of Saros, Garibok Monastery, same thing. House Daphne is close by to Galateus. That's Judith, and I should have remembered that. I would have gotten around to Judith if I had a bit more time, probably. Oh, very interesting. Okay, so I knew House Edmund was near to the water, which is why I put it down here, but apparently it's right up by Deirdre, which I did not realize. I didn't realize there was a thing marked on the map here that said Eastern Church either. I have no idea what that says. Here's Fódlan's Throat, though. I got that, right? Fódlan's Locket, Fódlan's Throat. I got that House Gonrel was close by to it, and that House Ordelia was close by to that. That's not that wrong. And then Bridge of Murden's close by to that. So this stretch is, like, okay. I did not realize that House Gloucester was so far north. I thought it was, like, right beside the Bridge of Murden. I think maybe its territory extends down there, because they're always like, well, if the Bridge of Murden were to be taken, Lawrence would have to go deal with it, right? So that's why I assumed it was close there. I don't actually see House Ulbrit mentioned here. Is it maybe no longer, and that's why? Or maybe it's part of the Empire. Anyway, moving down into Empire territory. So I got Gronderfield more or less right. It's right beside the Bridge of Murden and south of Garrick Mach. We're saying this is the Aramid River, so I think I made the river go on too long, but I was correct that was what this river is. So that's House Berkeley's and House Varley. I put House Varley just to the south of it, but I was right that it's close by to Gronderfield. I was able to reason that out with remembering why Bernadetta doesn't want to go. I got right that House Frame is like way by the Eastern Sea. And here it gets a little messy. So I remembered that Enbar was near the coast, but it's further into the south, and so is House Tresvel. It's like right up by over here, where I put Nouvelle, basically. Where is House Vestra? Boramak, I don't know what that is. Rusalka, no idea. Morgaine Mountains? Morgaine Ravine? Is that what that says? No, I never heard of it. Fort Mercius, I got more or less in the right place. It's north of Enbar and stuff. And between Enbar and Gronderfield, more importantly. House Hevering up here, yeah, that's about right. I don't actually see SR mentioned anywhere. Right, okay, they're putting the crest by House Regan rather than by Deirdre, which makes sense. Well, Deirdre, it's close by. The capital is usually, like, not far from that house's territory. And I think it's technically in it, but on the map, I mean. All right, so I put a few names that weren't actually... Wait, where the hell is House Vestra? It surely has a territory, right? Oh, or does it not have a territory because... Hubert killed his dad. Oh, apparently House Vestra does not have a territory. I guess it just, like, hangs out inside House Restfelg, which makes enough sense. SR? Oh, maybe Hanneman... I thought it was Hanneman von SR, as in it was, like, a big noble house, but... Oh, formerly a nobleman of House SR, but currently serves as an instructor, so maybe House SR isn't a thing anymore. Where's House I again? Yeah, okay, it's here-ish. Where is House Ulbrit? Both his mothers come from Kappa. His father is the leader of the Ulbrit clan, a minor noble family from the East of the Alliance. Okay, so it's East of the Alliance. It should have been closer to House Gonrel, but like since it's not on the map, I think we can say I am assuming it's. I didn't get far off anyway. I at least put it in the right, like, kingdom. Oh, that's what this is Kupala. I see. So where is Happy's village? I was fairly sure it was in the kingdom anyway. She was born in the hidden village of Timotheos. Okay, I got the name. When she was 9, she ran away, blah, blah, blah. After the Red Rising failed to revive the goddess, Timotheos left Garrymach, eventually vanished into a hidden forest. There he settled into a village that would relate his name. In what kingdom? AI is saying that it was the mountains of Adrestia, but I don't know where they're getting that from. The narrator for Crimson Flower simply says that Timotheus sought the lush forest of Adrestia's mountains. At that time, all of Fódlan was part of Adrestia. Oh, okay. Right, so... Right. So that could be anywhere. If we're assuming they meant Adrestia in the contemporary sense, though, that would be somewhere in here. So not, in fact, in the kingdom, as I assumed it was. I assumed it was in the kingdom because she gets kidnapped by Cornelia, who's like a kingdom... like Duke or whatever her position is. Duchess, whatever. Which is why I assumed Timotheus was in here. I knew it was in some mountains anyway. Well, there you have it. There's Admiral's map of Fódlan. Well, it wouldn't be right if we didn't put the little compass rose, eh? Oh, that's so cool. The compass rose... Well, I say cool. It's kind of disturbing. The compass rose has the little crest of Saros as the north-facing rose. Let's dot our map with a nice little compass rose, like... What? Whoa. What? Okay. One more stroke, and I have to do it right in this one stroke. No more do-overs, okay? And Saros thing. There we go. We've made a map of Fódlan. Feast thine eyes, and that, my friends, is all for this video. That was so much fun. I gotta do more stuff like this in the future. Oh, there are so many interesting ones I could do. You could do, like, Wind Waker's map, or Breath of the Wild's map. To say nothing of just other drawing from memory challenges. These are so much fun. The next video on the channel is going to be some more Baba Is You, and that is all for now. Thank you so very much for coming around. Hopefully I'll see you around. Admiral's gonna be out of here now. Peace! I do also feel that you then use the rock to get not in.